Good morning, everybody. My name is John Hodgman. Let me go ahead and get rid of this overlay. Wipe. Hello. Hello there. Good morning. My name is John Hodgman, and I'm here to bring you some happy little city building in a little program called SimCity. I guess technically this is SimCity 5. It was brought out in 2013. That's when I first bought it. Notoriously buggy, especially on multiplayer. But good news. Well, good news. The F train is 3 minutes away, according to my little thing back there. But good news is they still make it, and sometimes I can actually get it to run. This is day 2. Day 2. Well, day 2 in the year 2022 of your Max Fun Drive. Tuesday morning here on the East Coast, 9 a.m. I had to check that it is April 26th. 9 a.m. Second day of Max Fun Drive, and every weekday during Max Fun Drive, I'm going to get my day started and your day started the way I sometimes do, which is playing a little SimCity. Now, one thing that happened recently that I enjoyed quite a bit was that I went on John Moe's incredible Max Fun podcast, Depresh Mode, and he asked me to describe the most boring thing that I do as a sleep aid for his listeners. And if you haven't listened to that bonus content episode yet, I encourage you to join or upgrade your membership at maximumfun.org/join in order to access all of the bonus content for all of the shows. And if you're already a member, you already got this access. It was a lot of fun. We talked to a lot of people about some boring stuff. But I was like, you know what? I just hosted a thing for Dicktown, a cartoon that I made with David Reese on Twitch, and using Twitch and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube all at once using this program called StreamYard. Sorry, StreamYard. Looks like I'm not getting any sponsored bucks this decade. Not that I was anyway. Why don't I play a little SimCity and show you what I do to relax? We'll just Bob Ross it, you know what I mean? The joy of oil painting. But I'm going to call it the joy of zoning. You can join me for the joy of zoning every weekday at 9 a.m. during the Max Fun Drive. That's this day, today, Tuesday. And then what are we talking about? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. No cities get built. And then we'll start up again Monday next week all the way through Friday. And by that time, I might have a nice little city going. If you haven't played SimCity before, you'll catch on soon enough. If you all want to play along, you're more than welcome to. I know you can buy it on the Apple App Store, the SimCity Complete Edition. And you can play along. I'm going to I just got a little indication in my ear that I'm getting emails, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go do not disturb. What I'm trying to do here is create a simple, quiet flow state to walk us into the day. We'll do this for about an hour, and then we'll pick it up again tomorrow as our city grows. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it. Here we go. The joy of zoning begins. Theme song. Ba-da-bup, ba-da-bup, ba-da-boop, ba-da-boop, ba-da-doop. Joy of zoning. All right. So here is the city that I've chosen. Right here, this is my city. It is blank. It is a blank canvas. Those of you who saw me do the dry run early on the other day, as I was waiting on an airplane from where? From San Jose to Los Angeles and then to home. This is the same terrain that I picked. It's from one of the starter regions. You can see that this is but one city space, and gosh, a whole region which we can go out to and check out. Oh, I have to start and pause it. No, I'm looking at the region, excuse me. A whole region that we can look at. See, there's another city spot over there, another city spot over here. And this is a great work site. We develop all three of these cities. I don't know if we'll be able to do that in 2 weeks. We might be able to put in a space center or solar array or an arcology, which I still don't know what it is. But this is the city I've chosen. It is my city. I made some mistakes. When I was laying out this city the other day in the dry run. But luckily, the SimCity, they're only happy little accidents. You can always just throw it away and restart. Let me tell you why I chose this city. And you're gonna check it out now, because here we go. We're gonna go into the city. Go into city view. Shoop. I'm just gonna angle it up so you can see it a little bit better. Just give you a tour of my borders. These white dots are my borders. This is a really interesting place because obviously it's bi-leveled. Get this upper area up here, upper Hodgmania, lower Hodgmania. Of course, it's not called Hodgmania yet, and it may never be. Right now, it's called Norwich Hills, or I guess Norwich Hills. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the comments here in the chat. I'll make sure everyone be nice in the chat, of course. Feel free to talk to each other, but for heaven's sakes, be feisty, but be nice. Mozart's Goat says, this is the calmest Twitch stream I've ever watched. Yeah, that's the idea. This is just to chill out and relax. Now, the first thing you want to do when you pick your location, you want to see what it's got underneath it. Because, of course, this is a game about destroying the natural world with buildings and also extracting oil and precious resources and polluting it. It's the only way to play. That's what cities do. So you want to check your overlays, your data maps, and you want to see just what natural resources there are for you to exploit. I'm going to click on coal. You can see there doesn't seem to be a lot of coal. There's a tiny little bit of coal up here. Not even worth mentioning. What about ore? We can mine some ore if we wanted. Yeah, look, there's some ore. Not a lot of ore, but it's all up here in what we're calling Upper Hodgmania for now, or Upper Norwich Hills. What about oil? Oh, there in the corner, there's some oil. Whoa. Okay, 4 big oil fields. Looks like we might have a little bit of a self-sustaining energy city here. Don't have to rely on international trade. We don't have to rely on autocrats to get our oil. We can become the autocrat. I know it's gross, and I know, I'm sorry, it's disgusting, but building these cities, you need to make some money. And drilling for oil is one way to do it. Before I start doing that, of course, what I'm going to need is 3 zones: residential, commercial, and industrial. We'll start zoning for residential to get humans living there, or what we call Sims. And then we'll start zoning for the commercial to get them some shops in there. And we'll start zoning industrial to get them some places to work, factories. But before you do any of that, you need to check the wind. You need to check the wind. You need to see which way the wind blows. So I'm going to go to the wind map. Okay, and there you go. You can see the wind. 181 MRTUG asks, are you limited to the single highway entrance? Yes, this entrance here. Take off the wind map. We know which way the wind is blowing, right? It's going in the direction of the arrows. It's north, south, up, down. I do not know because we can just rotate around. Now it's blowing to us. Ooh, feel the wind in your face, everybody. Here comes that wind. Ooh, a light wind blowing over the ridge of Upper Norwich Hills, aka Hodgmania, aka Maxwell Gun Down. The wind is important because you want to know where you want to put your wind power, which is the cheapest and most cost-effective way, and obviously least polluting way, to power your city, at least in the early stages where your power needs are used. Does the wind only blow in one direction? In SimCity Wind, it does. Board and Days says, I've never played this game. Can you use wind and solar energy only? No. Oh, no. I mean, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but look at my options. Not approved yet because I haven't founded a city, but the wind power plant, coal power plant, oil power plant, solar power plant, nuclear power plant. Ooh, what's this? Fusion. And then wave power plant. That's all pretty advanced. It's all very expensive because, as you see, I only have 50,000 simoleons to start out here. And I got no money coming in because I got no residents. So let's stop talking and let's get zoning. Before I zone residential, though, I want to make sure that I am not building homes on these precious, precious oil fields. Oops, come back, oil map. Thank you. So I am going to make sure that I draw roads around these oil fields. You can see right now that the whole thing is paused. I can build roads while it's paused. Now, each road costs simoleons to build. For our sake, I'm going to go ahead and build high-density streets. I'm not going to go ahead and build medium-density avenues. Those can eventually be upgraded to streetcar avenues. I'm sorry to say, this is going to be a pretty gross town. There are going to be no streetcars, just buses. This is an oil town. Now build a road there. And then I'm going to build a road. Oh, probably I'm going to have to build an oil plant right here. So I'll build a road there. And then what am I going to do? I guess I'll build an oil road here. Connect an oil plant there. And then I'm going to build another, let's start here. I'm letting the oil fields determine where these roads go for now. And now I'm just going to, just to save money, enclose them with just some dirt access roads. So I know, don't build houses here. No, I'm not going to go that far just yet. Okay, well, I'll just leave it like that for now. Let's see where we are. Okay, that looks like a weird little city, doesn't it? Now, one of the reasons that I had to look and see where those oil fields were and where the wind was blowing is that I want to make sure that there is no pollution blowing on my peeps. You want to give them some fresh air. The best way to do that is to keep all as much as possible your residential up here in Upper Hodgmania and all your dirty industry right down here, blowing away. And that includes your garbage dump and your sewage outflow pipes. Oh yeah, you think I was going to talk about sewage outflow pipes? I am. But let me just go ahead and create. No, I'm going to I'll stick with high density. Just keep it simple, stupid. I'm going to run this over here. I'm going to run a road right up to the end. Where's the power and water? They're yelling at me. It's true. We need power and water, don't we? Don't we? Where is that power and water going to go? Now I'm going to go ahead and build just dirt roads because it's simpler, cheaper. I can always upgrade them later because I'm going to give myself a nice wind plant. But first, I'll build that right out here. Come here. See what happens there. The wind is blowing from left to right this way. Just drag that all the way there, all the way to the end. Oh, and look at this. You're starting to see some grids here, right? I'm going to take advantage of those grids. Oh, no, come back, grids. Oh, well. Okay, I'm running out of money fast. I got to zone some residential and commercial. Here comes the joy of zoning. The zone, I have to unpause, and now the clock is running. I have drawn a road from the highway. Thank you very much. A city founding has been approved. Now it's time to zone some residential. Controversial stuff here. Do you keep blocks all residential or do you mix them with commercial? I like these days to mix them. So I'm going to put some residential there, and I'm going to put some commercial right here. Because I don't want to be rude, but these Sims, they don't know where to go all the time. Send some residential here. Side cam. You can already see they're starting to move in. Send some commercial here. That ought to be enough shopping for them for a while. I'll throw that in there too, see what happens. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this road so that it's all in balance. Sorry, Llama, but yeah, the Sims are not smart. You learn this early on. It's a cruel game. So what I'm going to do here is, let's go ahead and zoom in, see what's going on over here, this little neighborhood that I've made. This is a high density road. This is a high density road. Maybe you might even call it a street. This is a dirt road. Cheap, cheap, cheap. I can upgrade it though by clicking here and upgrade it to a low density street. Let's leave it at that for now because you see it costs money and I don't have a lot of money and I need people to move in and start paying my taxes. So let's speed things up. We have 3 speeds. Oh, and you see they're already starting to pulse for energy and water. I may have built too many roads. See, I don't even have enough money to build a power plant yet. Never mind a water pumping station I can build. And they definitely need water. Mama's getting feisty in the chat. I will build schools. Don't worry. I have to build. I know what I have to build, and I know. Who needs water when you have commercial space? Yes, 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 I know. Let's go ahead and get them water. Then we'll kick this up a notch. Look at that wonderful road going up there. That must be a fun road to take. This is probably a very difficult turn to make. Who cares? I don't. Do you? No, me neither. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on this basic water pumping station. And you notice here's the water map. This is where all the water is. I got to put the water next to a road. And if I do it here, that's quite a bit of water. Same over here. Ooh, even more. What do you think? What do you think? I just want to make sure I'm not building water on my oil fields. Yeah, this is the spot to do it. Here we go. I want to connect that road. What about over here? No, 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 no. Better, best. Good enough for government work. There we go. See, I can't build anything around there anyway, so a good place for that water. All right, let's get it going. Let's see these people move in. Oh, you could hear the water flushing. Now, what's important for me is to get taxpayers in so that I can raise some money and build that power plant. I could have done this a little bit better, but let's speed it up. Let's move in, see our little neighborhood. So look at these little Sims building these little houses here. Now, of course, Laricina is making a joke in the chat. They can buy water at the water store. If I had another city in the region, they definitely could. They definitely could. You could buy water from another source, from another city, but I don't. This has to be a completely self-sustaining city right now. Right now, all they have are oil lamps, but don't worry, we're going to give them some nice wind power soon. Then we got to work on sewage. Then I got to raise taxes. Where are the tacos? Asked Carne Asada Wrap. Sounds like a corporate account. You can say here, this vacant resident says, we want some power. The Sims are always complaining. Always complaining. And now you see I'm making $36 an hour, or excuse me, simoleons an hour. Probably to make some more money. Should probably zone some more residential. Oh, not enough freight producers either. All in good time. Just to a happy little residential zone there as well. Another happy little residential area right here. Now, could I put residential zone here? You might say, oh, don't do that, John. Then how are you going to extend that street? Simple answer, just crush the houses. Hey, look, check out my budget. I'm in the green. I'm making 26 simoleons an hour. Andrew McNair says a single family housing, the only residential zoning available. Well, no, see, that's why you want to build these high density streets, because they support high density housing. But it takes time for these single family homes to develop into apartments, sometimes sky towers. Everyone seems to be happy now. Everyone seems to be happy now. You can see this is pulsing away. What's this? Oh, it's my sewage advisor. What a great job. You can tell right now, none of my sewage is being treated. It's all just collecting. And what we really need right now is power. That was an oversight on my part. One thing I can do, though, is I can borrow some money. I can take out a municipal bond. And now that I'm making a little bit extra, I can accept that municipal bond. That's going to put me in the red for a minute or two. That's okay, because it gives me the money to build that power plant, which I should have done at the beginning. It's okay, we make mistakes. Even the greatest Robert Moseses of the worlds make mistakes. Why aren't they moving in over here? All right, see, I'm back in the green. No big deal. Let's get that wind plant going. I'm gonna put it over here. $8,000 for a wind plant. Solar seems fun, right? Look, 33,000 simoleons. No thanks. And let me tell you something right now. Nuclear power never works out. Is there a strategy for attracting Jesse Thorne to the town so you have some quality vintage shopping for residents? That's a great Max Fun themed question, Carne Asada. I'd love to get Jesse Thorne in the chat at some point. Okay, let's build this power plant. Blink. All right. This is not the greatest. Oh my goodness. Got sinks down in there. I wonder if there's any place that's a little flatter. Build that road, some more road out this way. See what happens. I want to spend that much money. Well, I'm going to have to eventually. Yeah. See that power plant. Still 8. And I'll make sure I don't block off access to my railroad station. Those range tracks go all the way down there, so I'm fine. Put this power plant right out here by the railroad tracks. Link. And now that should take a little while to get up and running. They don't have employees yet. That single turbine or turbine? I'll say turbine. That will power this place for a ways to come, as soon as it gets up and running. Not enough freight producers. I understand you. This Johnny Hardhat here was my population advisor and my zoning advisor. He is a real hard hat, let me put it that way. He really starts bugging you about stuff early on. And here you can see demand. Look at that train coming through. It's going to pass right on by because I don't have a train station yet. Let's watch it go. Wow, bye. Yep, there's an airplane too. I tell you, if I had a what you call a municipal airport, plane could land here. Matthew Doltzman in the Facebook chat says this is going to sound like sarcasm, but in all honesty, this truly makes me want to become a Max Fun member. Yeah, that doesn't sound like sarcasm at all. It sounds nice. I'm glad you already are a Max Fun member. Minneapolis Mike, I think, is referring to Johnny Hardhat here being, Johnny Hardhat is David Reese. We'll call him David Reese from now on. Okay. Petition to build a town hall has been approved. That's good news for you and for me, because a town hall not only makes residents happy and increases their density as a result, but also allows me to tax them more money. I don't like this. I want to finish this whole thing off here. Where's my high density street at? Blank. So I made this street, and you can see, I'll show you. This is where I want the street to be, but if I build it yellow, how that store is highlight yellow and this house is, that means I'm going to destroy them. Sorry, buddies. It's just the way it goes. Someone else will build there, don't worry. What else can I do? I like to have big blocks, because that gives these buildings room to increase density when the time comes. But Johnny Hardhat is not wrong. It is also time to increase industrial. First, I'm going to go ahead and put my town hall. My town hall. Go right. Should it go right here? You see these red spots. What happens if I... Sorry, I want to just see what happens if I do this. Oh, whoa! Too far. I don't like that at all. Let's get rid of this road. How about that? We don't need you anyway, road. Let's put my town hall in right here, here. What I'm trying to do is get those red spots to disappear, because the town hall, like many buildings, is expandable. And you'll eventually want to add on modules like a Department of Tourism or a Department of Public Works. And those red spots point out where you can do that. And if they're red, that means you're not going to be able to build those things there. Here we go. Ready? Kaboom. Ooh, I like how it's up on this little grade here. That's nice. Who knows what I'm going to put around this guy? Now look, name my city. Okay. Well, I want to call it Hodgmania, but in honor of Max Fun Drive, I'm going to call it hashtag Max Fun Drivia. Max Fun Driville. Max Fundraville. Yeah, that's sweaty enough. We can change it later. If anybody has some suggestions, you can let me know in the chat. But it has to be Max Fun version. Look how happy everybody is all of a sudden. And what that tax town hall does, as I say, is not only makes people happy, but doink, you can raise taxes. Doink, doink, there we go. Raise them to 11. All the way from the beginning, you want to raise taxes up to 11. Above 12, people get pretty mad. 11, they just kind of don't know any better. Okay, we've got power. Let's check it out. You can see the power running from my up and running wind plant. Look at that wind plant going. Power is running. Everything looks good. I'm gonna have to add stuff on there. And you can see I've got two megawatts of excess. Pound Town, Max Funniapolis is pretty good. Max Funborough. I want to make sure that it has drive in it is the thing. Max Funnelvania, Max Fundrilvania, Max Fun Drivania, Max Fun Drivania, I think is good. Max Fun Drivania. Max Fun Drivillvania. Well, let's try Max Fun Drivania for now. We're going to be building the same city over the course of 2 weeks, so you'll get to watch it grow. I have 312 people living in this city. And what Johnny Hardhat, aka David Reese, is going to say is that there are not enough shoppers. That means we want more residential. So let's go ahead and build that residential. Let's enjoy some of the joy of zoning. Some residential there. We'll go all the way there. And some more residential here. You're gonna love it, everybody. I'm gonna finally upgrade this road now that I've got some money to play. Well, I'm not gonna upgrade the road too much. I think building more roads is probably more important than upgrading that stretch of road. Go ahead and build some more blocks. And I like these big 4 square blocks. Maybe if we get lucky. Oops, I'm out of money there. Some more residential. Pretty soon they're going to want schools. The main street should be called Max Fun Drive, says Grendel's Arm, and I agree with you. Now, one of the things about putting all this, zoning all this residential is pretty soon we're going to have an unemployment crisis. Why? Well, because. What do you think? I think I want to put shops here. Some more commercial there. See what kind of shops we're getting, by the way. What kind of shops are we getting? Sometimes the Sims don't like to cross the street to go to shops is the thing. Breaded Birds, Del Burrito, so not tacos, burritos, Pizzeria Dos, Wild Will's PC Repair. How about that? A little Easter egg for good old Johnny PC. Me. Dodgy Meat Company. Can you imagine in the year 2012 or whenever when they were making this thing, whose job it was to come and name all these businesses? Yeah. These businesses all look like garbage. It's true. Now, here's the thing. This Anderson residence, let's get up real close. Pretty cute. This Jillian Anderson residence. See what this person's saying. Margaret West is running errands. She came from the Anderson residence. What's happening here? Nestor Sabino, feeling happy going home, came from Dodgy Meat Company. Let's follow him. While we follow him, I'm taking a sip of this really delicious dashi broth. A listener named Dan from Japan recommended, after I talked about drinking dashi broth with Jean Grey the other week. Whoop. Nestor went home. Dashi, of course, is a traditional Japanese broth, sometimes made from kombu seaweed, sometimes made from bonito flakes, sometimes made from both. It's a savory, umami, delicious broth. It's a big part of miso soup. I was using hondashi. I called it hondashi. I've been corrected. It's called hondashi, which is an instant mix. Kaya Noya is the brand that Dan from Japan ordered and or suggested, and I ordered some, and it's really quite good. Miguel says, make sure to create an intersection for Guatemala, Serrano, Paraguay, and Gurruchaga streets. Regards from Buenos Aires. Hi, Miguel in BA. I was in your city 30 years ago. I'd really like to come back. 30 years ago, can you believe it? Can you even believe it? Oh, so the point I was making, let's go back over to this corner. These little dinky houses, they're so cute. These, I don't know who these guys are. No one Norris is burning off some energy. What is happening in the Anderson residence? This doesn't feel good to me. I'm going to put a park there. I'm going to put a park. Oh, too big. That park is too big to fit there. Just a little something. A little something. No. No. These guys, these ponds are pretty small. I bet you I can sneak that in there. No, I don't want to destroy that building, though. I don't want to destroy that. I don't want to destroy that business here. If I throw this in, business stays. I lose some of those little houses, but look how happy that's going to make everyone. Boom. Do it. We've done it. Everyone's really happy now. Everyone's really happy. I lost some taxpayers, but people are happy. Right now, my happiness approval rating is 69%. Yeah, Mozart's Goats makes an important point. How is our sewage situation? What we have dealt with is water. Oh, someone over there is not happy, probably because of sewage. Yeah, here comes that unemployment crisis I talked to you about. We've dealt with water and we've dealt with power. Power, water. We've built a city hall. We haven't dealt with sewage. We haven't dealt with garbage. Nor do we have basic public safety. Nor do we have schools. Nor do we have transportation. And we have one park. This is a series of series of natural disasters you can sick on your town if you want, including the arrival of a mecha warrior, or a meteor strike, or an earthquake, or a tornado, or a zombie apocalypse. Maybe at the end of Max Fun Drive, we can vote as to which is the one. So people who live here work at those shops, but they also need factories to work in and other things to work in. So let's come back down here to Lower Max Fun Dravania. Petition to build a gambling house. Oh my goodness. That's an easy way to make money, but it attracts crime. Once again, I want to make sure that I'm not going to be building on my oil. Good, not building on my oil. So this is a good spot right here for some industrial. So I'm going to zone some industrial right here. I'm going to like this, blank, 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 blank. And right here too, I can build some right in here too, so I can access this oil field, extending that road a little bit. And you know, the truth is, you know, if I extend this road a little bit, yeah. And that's industrial right over here. And that won't call well. I don't know. I'm going to want to connect this road. Probably I do. Yeah, let's try to be decent here. There we go. Yes, I understand, David Reese. This is an unemployment crisis. Don't blame me. I'm trying to zone some industrial out here. Good. Now, what else do we have to deal with? Well, since I'm extending this road anyway, not enough simoleons. Boy, oh boy. I am on a road spending spree. Unemployment crisis. Relax already, David Reese. What do you think I'm up to over here? RCI, they call it. Residential, commercial, and industrial. Residential are people who live there. Commercial, shops. Industrial, factories. You build factories to make stuff for the shops to sell and to employ your Sims. Your Sims need houses to live in, but they like to shop, so they need shops nearby. But if they can't buy stuff from shops because there isn't enough industrial, well, I think you see where you're going. It's all a balance. It's all an ecosystem. It's all about ruining a natural ecosystem that is already in balance with roads, buildings, and resource extraction to try to find a new equilibrium. It's raining. It's raining in Max Fun Dravania. Oh, Matt and Facebook. I've not been a deranged millionaire for a long time. So what do I want to do here? Eventually, I need to build more roads, get more people to live in my town. I also need to take care of sewage and trash, toot de suite. And I want to make that stuff all down here, right? Because you want the wind blowing away. I like to concentrate my sewage and stuff. So I'll go ahead and just build a dirt road that I can upgrade later. I'm going to bring it to that line. I'm going to run this line over here. And then I can add a sewage outflow pipe. This is just temporary until I have what it takes to get a sewage treatment plant. And as you can see, to qualify for a sewage treatment plant, I need a town hall in the region, and I've got to upgrade to a city hall, and I need a Department of Utilities. And that all of those upgrades are based on population. But until then, people are still pooping. So I can, oh, not enough simoleons, so I can put a sewage pipe there. However, I really, even though I'm profiting 1,300 simoleons per hour, my treasury is still very low. So this is when I'm going to take out another bond, borrow another 25,000 simoleons. I will accept that bond. Hey, I said accept it. There we go. I'm going to save this bond to build my oil drilling. Duncan Bick's King of Tricks, which is a pretty cool name, asks or points out, if only there was some way to monetize the sewage situation. There is. You can actually sell sewage capacity to neighboring. There we go. Point. Sewage outflow pipe a working. People are still pooping, but now that sewage is going to flow. I don't love this dead space here. Oh well. And what about the garbage dump? Where should that go? I don't want to build it over my oil field, so let me check again. Yeah, I'm free. I'm good and clear around here, aren't I? It's a pretty good place for it. I want to say that's good. Let's do it. Shall we? Look, I can always build another one and destroy this one. Boom. Garbage coverage for neighbors available. Okay, everybody. Max Fundravania, we have a problem. Let's go down the line. See what our problems are. We got some roads. Hey, what? Go. There we go. No wonder nothing's happening. I have it on pause. I had my whole thing on pause. How did I build that? Oh, that's right. I built this road here because to access that guy. I understand now. Let's go and take the big picture. Look at that little town. It's coming together. We have our residential area growing up here. Our industrial center growing in here. We are going to be building our oil fields out. very shortly. I'm going to put an oil drill here, an oil drill here, an oil drill here, an oil drill there. So it looks like I can actually add a little bit of industrial in there. And a little bit in here. Because they pay taxes too, y'all. The power, 1.8 milliwatt excess. Pretty soon, that little dial is going to go down. Start thinking about adding a, an extra turbine. I also could add a coal power plant. Oh, or an Omega Company factory. Let me just say, hey, my petition to build an oil well has been approved. Okay. Okay, then. And a petition to build an ore mine has been approved. Things are really starting to pop off here in Max Fundravania. Any other things happening? Yeah, petition to build a coal mine. We're not going to do that because there's not enough coal in Max Fundravania to talk about. Pretty soon I could build an oil power plant, which is going to make me a lot more energy than this wind plant will ever be able to provide. And I might switch over to it. That's how gross things get around here. But if I build that oil power plant, I'm going to build it down here. So the wind blows away from upper Max Fundravania, where all my peeps are going to live, where my schools are going to be, where everything's going to be happening. What am I going to put in this little thing? What will go in this little nook? Weird little nook back here. It's not really good for a lot. We'll decide. Water is flowing from my single water pump. I'm going to have to add another one or eventually add a water pumping station. Look at all that poop. You know, they say the poop flows downhill. That's absolutely true in this case. Want to see it go fast? Here we go. Because I've been working on turtle speed this entire time. There are 3 speeds. There are 3 speeds. Turtle speed, llama speed, which is normal speed, and cheetah speed. Woo! That's how you speed things up around here. Put it back to slow. The board's looking pretty good, though. No one's yelling at me right now. As soon as I get 5,000 residents, I'll upgrade to a city hall. Right now, I got a garbage dump working. Maybe I'll just make this all a big garbage dump back here. What we don't have are any fire stations or any hospitals or clinics. And you can see Dr. Worry Eyebrows is a little concerned. 6 Sims, you can see there's a 6 Sim right up there. Let's go see that person. What's your prob? That face means I'm sick. I'm totally sick. Uh-oh. We don't have any police. They are thoroughly defunded. And guess what? The truth is, unless you've got a lot of casinos in your city, the police don't really do that much. It's a little secret. But people will get mad if they get sick. Generally speaking, and fires happen all the time. Look at that, 3 deaths per day. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. 0 burning, buildings burned down. And with a 2-tier city like Max Fundravania, you're going to need fire service down here and up here. probably going to need to build a road down here. I'm thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow. Tim Terwala says, I've died of dysentery. A little Oregon Trail joke there. I like it. Problem is, my friends, even though I'm making 1,141 sims per hour, do I have enough money to buy? I need 20 grand to put that clinic in motion. So let's speed things up a little bit. I guess what I should do is take out this final bond. To build that hospital. I wanted to build an oil derrick, but it's not time yet. I need to build my population. Let's put this clinic in. Everyone loves it when a clinic comes to town. I guess I'm going to put it, what do you think, everybody? Right here? What's it going to look like? Is this a good spot? Stop playing, kids. Yeah, I think this is, but you don't want to put it right in the corner, see, because you're going to block your expansion. There we go, boom, blink. Health coverage for neighbors available. We've only got a couple more minutes here before Brian Lair comes on WMYC. So let's get this clinic up and running. Maybe I'll just draw some cheap roads. Just dirt road, just low density streets. Roads overlap. That's the point, dummy. No, that's wrong. Keep this rolling over here. Whoa, look at this. What am I doing? Robert Moses over here. Of course, I'm going to have to upgrade the density for all of these roads in the future. Let's go ahead. Get them out. Let's close the joy of zoning today with some joyous zoning. Somewhere I hear church bells in Brooklyn. You know, they used to call Brooklyn the city of churches. Did you know that? They did. City of churches. That was what they called Brooklyn. Just some happy little residential zones. And you know, I told you they like to go shopping. So I'm going to add a little bit of shopping. Let's save this area for schools. Leave room for that hospital to grow over there. Joy of zoning. Yes, yes, yes. I hear about your unemployment crisis. I don't care. What's the problem, David Reese? Yeah, I'm adding more workspaces as we speak, my friend. As we speak, it's happening. It's all happening here in Max Fundravania. 10:01, Brian Lehrer started. Dung 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 dung. If you're listening to WNYC in New York or on your smart speaker, you can listen to Brian Lehrer, of course. And I want to close out with one last industrial zone so I don't get yelled at by David Reese anymore. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Where am I going to put that zone? That's right over here. Watch this. Watch this. Why not? Road grade too steep. Okay, I hear you. Watch this. Oh, can't get enough. Cannot get enough. Now I'm making some money. I might as well just build some streets. Boink. Woo! Now we are connected. I can connect here too. Too close to existing intersection. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that looks like a city, right? Isn't this starting to look like a city? I think it is. Oil map, quickly. Don't want to mess up my oil fields. Okay, let's zone some residential. Not enough medium wealth shoppers. Well, that we'll have to deal with for next time. Right now, however, boink. And what's that little here? I'm going to save this area. You know what? I'm going to put a fire station right in here. Putting a fire station in here because factories have a lot of fires. And I got some simoleons to burn. Oh, right here in the middle. Why not? Boink. Okay, well, we're coming to the end now. Oh, we're still rolling here at cheetah speed. Look at these factories coming in. Go down the line. Let me look here. It's midnight in Max Fundravania. Factories are being built. There's the water over there, the ocean. You can see it. The ocean's over here. Sewage is pumping. Still have enough power. Still have enough water. Still have enough sewage. We're meeting our goals. Going to expand that city hall. Probably going to have to add some garbage trucks tomorrow. We got fire coverage. We got, well, fire coverage down there anyway. Upper Max Fundravania is going to burn. Got some health coverage. Going to leave police out of it for now. First things next, schools. Should I build one? 4-week check off? Yeah, let's build a school. I'm going to build it right here. That looks like a pretty cool place to go to school, don't you think? I do. Ring, ring, ring. School's in session, y'all. Got to build some bus stops to increase the school bus stops to increase the school coverage. Put it where people live. Boink, 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 boink. See, Mama, I told you, I'm not a monster. Might as well fill out this area with some beautiful residential. Well, how about here anyway? Since there's a school right there, why not? All right, everybody, you see that I could go on forever and ever and ever, but I'm going to pause it for now. See you soon. See you tomorrow at 9 a.m., everybody. I hope you're in a nice flow state, ready to take on your emails, whatever it is. Tomorrow I'm going to upgrade some roads and put in some oil drills. Right now I just want to grow this city up, start collecting those taxes, build up a little bank here, pay off those debts. Thanks so much, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this pause. And I'll stop sharing. Well, I'll just remove SimCity from the stream and just say thank you very much for joining us. This has been The Joy of Zoning with John Hodgman, a morning public television show about building happy little cities. Remember, there are no such things as accidents. There are no such things as mistakes, happy accidents, and you can always destroy people's homes to build your roads. Thank you for upgrading your membership, V.S. McGrath. See you this afternoon right here for Get Your Pets at 3 p.m. Please remember to go to maximumfund.org/join to upgrade or join if you have not yet joined. Or we're moving fast to our goal. 10,000 new and upgrading members in week 1, and if we do, you'll unlock my and Elliot Kalin's The Prisoner podcast. And of course, if you want me to thank you and mispronounce your name on the internet, all you need to do is join for the very first time at the Leadership Squad level or above, or upgrade to that level, or from that level to a higher one. Sending proof of your upgrading or your joining via electronic mail, hodgman@maximumfund.org, with hashtag proof in the subject line, please. Hashtag proof in the subject line. Until then, I'll see you at 3 p.m. This has been The Joy of Zoning. Happy zoning. Got a little choked up. Happy zoning. Bye.